y'all, what's up? This is the final review for my externship. So week 4 and 5. I didn't do a week 6 because I did 36 hours each week, and 36 times 5 is 180 hours. So basically the same thing, rooming patients, taking patient vital signs, updating the information into the EHR or EMR, interviewing them, asking them questions that relates to their visit. What new? Let's see. I think I have like 2 things here that's like new. Well, basically it's just that I don't know if I mentioned in my last video that the first about 2.5 weeks I was working with one doctor, and then my last 2.5 weeks I started working with a different provider. It was a doctor and PAC, which stands for physician assistant certified. I want you guys to understand that every provider is gonna be different. They're gonna like their stuff differently, and that particular provider, she liked her stuff differently. I'm not gonna lie, there was a point where she pissed me off. Like, let me tell you what happened. She had 2 patients come in around the same time, but their appointments, it was kind of like, let's say one appointment was 8:45 and one was 9. It was something like that, right? They both came in around the same time, and I was prepping the chart for the first one that came in before the other one, before I went and get them. She just came and just when I got the patients. When she does that, the only thing she does is get their weight. She doesn't get the temperature, the pulse, the oximetry. So I would have to go over to the other side to get the temperature thing and the freaking pulse thing. I call stuff thingy when I don't really know the name, but I know what I'm talking about. You put on the finger, get the pulse and the oximetry, okay, and the temperature, whether it be oral or temporal. Temporal is like here. So she did that, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go in. So I went in the first room, right? And I put up the blue flag. Blue basically mean like the medical assistant is triaging the patient. So I'm in there trying to log into the computer, child. And this lady gonna come with the patient, like, oh, I'm gonna put her in this room. Mind you, that wasn't the patient I was gonna get, because that patient, she was late to her appointment, and the other one came before her. I believe that's what happened. But my thing is, I was already in there logging onto the computer, already know what I was gonna do, and she just rushed it. Like, she basically rushing me. So I'm like, do you want me to log out? She's like, yeah. So I ended up just logging out and going to the other room and logging on to the other computer, and she went and got the other patient. And it's crazy because I end up going back into the same room where I was at in the first place. So I didn't need to log out, and that was like so unnecessary. I did say something to the medical assistants, and they're like, that's just how she is. She like her stuff in order, and she be talking like I haven't been here and I don't know nothing at all. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying. And she does her stuff different. So it's just like, I don't like that. I don't like when people will be having attitude and no type of patience with me, knowing that I'm new. Like, anyways, another thing, that was my little rant. During my last week, I watched 2 MAs. I watched my preceptor and another medical assistant administer B12 injection into the buttocks. So with that, it's given on either left upper or right upper butt cheek. And when you put this information, like, well, you probably don't know, whoever. Anyways, so like how when you would give injections, you put it under immunization in the medical record, but when you do this one, you put it under medication administration. That's what she taught me. So this is what I wrote. This is how I drew it. As you can see, this is the butt, and she's the first MA. She told me she just go like this, like you know how you have to crack, and then you go across, and then you just pick the what's this, the left, either the left upper or the right upper. So I didn't do it, I only watched them. So and it's like a red liquid, by the way, and it depends on like the provider. They will tell you how much you need to draw up. So overall experience, I'll say 9 out of 10, or 8 out of 10, just because I learned a lot, and it was hands-on. Like they show me how to do stuff, and then next thing you know it, I'm doing it on my own. I was told to recheck a patient's blood pressure, because the doctor, she had got like 178 over something. It was high. Let's just say it was really high. Normal range is 120 over 80, right? And their blood pressure was 178 over something else. And when I rechecked it, I got like 192 or something like that, like in the 190s over, I don't exactly remember, but my point is it was high, okay? And I don't, the thing about it, you don't, certain things you don't know how to like feel, how to react. You just gotta know how to keep a neutral ground. You don't want to seem like, oh, I'm panicking, oh my god, because the patient gonna be like, girl, you better figure out what we doing, because if you don't know what you're doing, then, and my blood pressure high, what we finna do? So she ended up getting sent to ER. But anyways, so yeah, let's talk about, so I wrote something down, basically just how I feel and stuff. So I wrote, doctors being rude. If you don't say hi, good morning, they don't say it first. Notice that when you do greet them, it's like they're forcing themselves to say it back. Doesn't feel genuine. I don't know why they did that. It was kind of like, it's kind of like I will come in and say hi, good morning. It's like forced, or it take them some time to say it, to respond back to me. You're gonna feel like an outsider, you know, because everybody got their friend group. They in a group chat already, you know, the memes, you're in a group chat, they're probably talking about your ass, but it's okay. Just remember, you come to get your hours and go, or you come to get your hours and stay, depending on if you like the location, the practice, you like the doctors, you like all that mess, you like how they do their stuff. Okay, another thing you gonna notice, medical assistants act like they don't want to do their job since you're there. So I get it, I'm there to get the thingamajigger, but it felt like sometimes I was doing a lot, like probably too much too, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that patient that had the high blood pressure, like I wasn't the one that roomed them, but I was the one doing everything. I was doing the EKG, I did a finger stick on her, I had to recheck her blood pressure, I was doing all of that. But you get what I'm saying. Like the MAs are gonna act like, oh, can you do that? Can you do that? I mean, I take initiative and just do stuff, but sometimes it's just like, now you know the most, girl. Don't come to you straight with issues, tell management, and then you hearing about it days later and you get caught off guard. This shit happened to me. Let me tell you what happened. I think it was my first week. I was shadowing, and they had came to me about this. Like they came to me about talk, like asking the patient questions when I was supposed to be shadowing. You know, shadowing, you're just looking, you're not saying nothing. But it felt weird for me to just stand there, and then I feel like I was helping them because I feel like you wasn't really asking like certain questions. I don't know. My preceptor came to me about that. Cool, but why do you have to go and go tell the manager? It came off like you want me to not be here, right? Because the following week, Monday, like week 2 Monday, I got called in the office and I'm like, what the hell? And she was like, they say, oh, you asking questions when they're triaging the patients, and that you're like laughing when they're talking, you know, like how patients come in and you ask them something and they answering and they about their issue. They see I was laughing like little crickle. I'm like, I was just like, okay, because that is just caught me off guard, because that first week I was I don't want to say sick, but I had like TMI. I don't know if this is TMI. I had like mucus. Like I kept coughing up mucus. I don't know if it's because of like the weather changing or whatever the case may be, but I was coughing up mucus. So I don't know, maybe she think I was laughing, but I'm thinking like, why would I be laughing at these people? Like, are you crazy? So that's why I said it gives off like you don't want me to be here. Like, so I'm just like, okay, I'll just, you know, be mindful, but I acknowledge that I was asking the questions. I did that more than one time, right? Like when they was doing their thing and I was supposed to just be watching them. But me laughing at the patient, that's just, now you pushing it. Like little crickles, whatever. How you call that? Chuckles, whatever. Anyways, this video is getting really long. Anyways, feeling judged, rushed by female doctor. She likes her stuff in particular way. Try to avoid her because I ain't with her nonsense. That's basically what I write. But it can be hard when you're like a new person and the doctor already has their specific MA, and their MA know how they like their stuff, and then you come in and you're messing stuff up. So she want her MA to make sure that you're watching her, or the other MAs is watching, well, basically me, and making sure that I'm doing the right stuff and not messing her ish up. So it's kind of like that. So it is what it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this in this video real quick. I got a little package. I was like, I'm gonna open it. So let me just tell you what happened. My VA clinic, right? I get charged for prescribed medication, and the nurse practitioner, she called me and she was basically giving me results, you know. I was telling her like, oh my god, like I don't want them to charge me. They send me more medication, you know, like refills. It's just like, oh, I just hate when, you know, I kind of like young adults just have stuff going on. I don't know how to explain it, because she said she had a 30-year-old son, so she's like, just look for something in the mail, you know. So girl, I'm just trying to show y'all that I be blessed. I feel like she sent me money. That's what I think. Comment below what y'all think she sent me, because I told her how much it was, and I was not trying to get charged again for a refill. So I'm just like, don't send me no more. So I had a feeling it was a check, and I think it's a check. So I'm gonna say, I was thinking it's a check for $50. So let's see. It's $100. I don't think I can show y'all. Wait, I'm gonna block it out. It's $100. Wait. She put it in this thing, and then so it was in this, and she put it in this, and it's a check for $100. Hold on, I'm trying not to show you too much. You see that 100? What? That is crazy. But yeah, that's to show you that, I don't know, people are nice. People are really nice out here, and that was really nice of her. Okay, so that's it for my weekly review. And if you're about to go on externship, I hope you well, little advice. Little tip advice for you if you're about to go on externship or you're going to externship. Just be yourself. Make sure you're being professional. Try to be flexible. Take notes. Pay close attention to when you're shouting. Pay close attention to how they do stuff. Ask questions. And yeah. Alright, y'all. I'ma go now. This video was super long. If you watch this video to the end, I see YouTubers do this. If you watch the video to the end, leave a stethoscope emoji in the comments.